Did you know that 98% of YouTube channels don't make it to a point where they're able to live comfortably off their YouTube content? That's majority of creators on this platform. Now, there's lots of contributing factors that make up into that. You know, a lot of people have YouTube accounts, but they don't post content at all, or they just use it to watch YouTube, not necessarily create on YouTube. So those accounts take into effect as well. But I'm still hoping to beat the odds and get to a point where I'm able to make some money on YouTube. I'm not saying that I want to be like a millionaire, billionaire, like Mr. Beast or whatever, but I want to get to a point where I'm making at least a couple $100s a month on YouTube just to like make it a source of income for me and make it more worth it to post. Before YouTube changed their monetization requirements, so you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch time hours in order to meet the monetization requirements to get paid in the first place. It used to be that you would get paid per 1,000 views on YouTube. So anybody can get monetized from YouTube. Like, is if you post a video and your video gets 1,000 views at least, then you can make money on YouTube. And the only caveat was that, like, when you set up your Google account and everything, they won't send you money unless you hit at least $100. So I got monetized on YouTube before the whole requirements changed, but I only made like $15 when my one video went viral a couple years ago, and I never hit like that $100 threshold, and then everything changed. So that's like been like one of my main challenges in terms of like getting monetized, is like the rules changed. And now that I've gotten over 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, I'm focused on hitting my next milestone of getting 4,000 watch time hours by the end of this year. And I think I can do it by posting more content and posting more engaging work like this and like sharing my journey with you. So that's like been like the thing that I feel like was holding me back, is like, yeah, the rules kind of changed, but also I wasn't super consistent on YouTube the way I've been within the past year. Like, I would just post whenever I feel like it, or post like whenever I feel like I have something to post. Like, I wouldn't really carve out time in my day, in my week, and like prioritize YouTube like I do my other daily activities like I do now. So I feel like that's also what was something that was holding me back. And another thing is like, I didn't understand how the algorithm worked, like everything. It wasn't until a couple of months ago when I got an account on vidIQ that I learned that YouTube kind of pigeonholes you into a category. So whatever videos you have on your channel that has gotten the most amount of views, then YouTube categorizes your channel by that specific type of content and will push that type of content out to the audience that engages with it the most. So if you post something outside of the barriers of what your audience likes, like your core audience, the people who view your videos the most, then those people aren't going to click on your videos or not going to engage with your content because they're just not interested. When your core audience is not interested in whatever it is that you're posting and they're not interacting with your work, then the pool of people that YouTube pushes your content out when you first release it, it just gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, and then you just fall off. So you have to post content that is relevant towards your audience, otherwise your content isn't going to get many views. So how it's explained to me is that most of the content on my channel that gets the most views is things about goth, things about my experience being a black goth girl, and sharing my experiences with you guys, and sharing with you like makeup related to things that goth people like, not so much all these other things that are related to my personality. and I just so happen to also be goth, if that like makes any sense. So if I post a video with goth in the title, the thumbnail, in the description, then that's the type of content that my audience is going to want to engage in. That's what they're going to watch. That's what they're going to like. That's what they're going to share. That's what they're going to subscribe to and everything. But if I post like an art video, if I post a makeup video that's like not something that goth people like something super colorful, something super girly, then they're not gonna like it, and then like the pool of people that the video gets pushed out to just keeps getting smaller and smaller until it falls off. So if I want the videos on my channel to continue to get views and continue to get engagement, then I have to focus on creating content that is specifically geared towards my specific audience. Like the audience is the niche, like type of thing. And I know a lot of people say don't niche, you don't have to niche, you don't have to focus on just one thing, you could be multidimensional, whatever, but it's like the way that the algorithm works, you have to niche down, and you really have to double down on putting content out there that's geared towards your core audience. Otherwise, your content just isn't going to get views, and you're just going to have a hard time. You're just going to struggle. And I was also advised to maybe consider starting a second channel for my art, start another channel for my makeup that isn't necessarily something that goth people would be interested in, and focus on that while I build my core audience in this space. So that's something that I'm looking to do in the future, but for now I just want to focus on this channel before I start trying to branch out and creating all. If you are a creator on YouTube and you're on your own personal journey towards monetization, please comment below and let me know how far along you are in your own personal monetization journey. Have you reached 1,000 subscribers yet? Have you reached the 4,000 watch time hours yet? If not, comment below. And if you post content, then, maybe people in the comments can also check each other out and, hold each other accountable if that is the goal, if that is something that you want to do. And feel free to watch other videos on my channel that you guys will enjoy. And I will see you later. Bye. Okay, so I did a really quick fall inspired look today because it started getting chilly out. I know that it's still technically summer, but this is what I did today. It's like red, yellow, and orange. Very fall vibes, like a very sleek, fall inspired smoky eye. So if you would like a makeup tutorial on this look, then I will post a makeup tutorial later. I'm sorry I couldn't record that today, but I hope that you enjoyed this video. And if you are interested in makeup content, then I do have some makeup tutorials on this channel. And if you're interested in like braids and stuff, because I do yarn braids occasionally, and I'm in the process of starting a new set, and I'll be documenting that journey soon, so feel free to check that video out. I hope you guys enjoyed the new mic. I put the little wind shield thing on here to help isolate my voice more and everything. Let me know if you guys want the lip combo. It's black, it's brown, it's red. It's like a very deep ombre, very striking. I love it. As far as makeup details go, my base routine did change a little bit because I just got some new products. So I have this ColourPop stick foundation. It's like a balm. I used a few little swipes of it on my makeup prior to putting on like my liquid foundation. I use Juvia's Place I Am Magic foundation in shade Kampala, but I think I can go a few shades darker. I feel like this shade is more like my winter shade and not my summer shade, and I'm still in my summer shade era. And I did add a little bit of the One Size turn up the base, full beat foundation in shade Deepest 35 in G. And as far as the eyeshadows that I'm wearing, they're all ColourPop. And as far as highlighter goes, I just use the shimmery shades in the Honey palette, like the very top, and the orangey glide palette, and just kind of blended it that way. I'm not wearing like an official highlighter just because I wanted my highlighter to match with my eyeshadow, so that's what we're doing. And I will be linking down all the products below this video in my binnable links, and I do get a slight kickback from that. So if you like my makeup and you want to support me, if you find something that you like, then feel free to click one of those links, and I get like a little kickback in affiliate marketing, but it won't cost extra or anything on your end. It just allows me to make a little bit of money on my content while I'm also on the journey towards monetization. And if you have any questions or anything that you feel like you want to add to this conversation below, then feel free to add it below. And I will see you guys later. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna head to bed now. Bye. Another side note, if you guys saw the post that I made about being harassed in Whole Foods by people and you were looking for an update, I emailed corporate, they emailed me. There was a bit of back and forth between us two, and they ended up closing up the chat. So basically they apologized, but also they kept trying to put the blame back on me, and then they eventually closed the ticket, and I never received any other updates. And my intention in posting those videos weren't to try and get anyone fired or try and say you should boycott the store or anything, but just to like raise awareness, because that was a very odd situation to be in. So I was gonna make a video response to that and put all the videos from TikTok and responses in there, but honestly I'm just over the whole situation, and I'm ready to move on and focus on other things, because my birthday is next week and I'd rather just not be upset. I'd rather just focus on being happy for my birthday and focus on celebrating life and focus on all these other cool things that I want to do that has nothing to do with the situation that was upsetting me earlier. So if you were looking for an update or looking for me to make a full video with everything in it, then I'm just not gonna do that, because I just don't feel like that type of content aligns with the full intentions of this channel. And I want to focus on other things that are a little bit more fun, like makeup, hair, and share with you guys my inspiration as far as art and stuff goes, and talk to you guys more about my creative projects, my creative endeavors, because that is the focus of this channel. And I hope that you guys enjoy my content. That's the update. If that's something that you guys were interested in, I'm just not gonna do a full-on video focusing on them. I would much rather pivot and focus on other things instead. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.